Today we're going to look at graphing circles, which is one of the four conic sections. And if you have a cone is made up of an upper nap and a lower nap. If we take one of these naps and slice it in half, if you were to hold up one of those halves, you would see the shape that it makes is a circle. And what we're going to do is graph circles in both standard form and general form. So here on our first graph, we have a standard form equation, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where our center is hk and the radius is just r. So if I were to graph x minus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 9, our center is going to be whatever makes this 0. So what minus 2 equals 0? A 2 minus 2 equals 0. And it's the same thing for y plus 1. A negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. So we go over 2, negative 1. And the radius is just r. Now keep in mind, here is written as r squared, so we can write 9 as 3 squared, so our radius is just 3. So to graph this from your center, I always go up 3, to the right 3, down 3, and to the left 3, and then just draw a circle connecting all of those points. Alright, the next one we have here is a general form, which is a little bit trickier because you just can't pull out the center and the radius. So what we're going to have to do is complete the square for both the x values and the y values. And the way we do that is by grouping our x values together first, and then grouping our y values together. Alright, so I grouped together my x values, and I grouped together my y values, and it's still set equal to 4. What we have to do now is complete the square for the x's and the y's so that we can write these into perfect square binomials. And that'll allow us to get our center and radius. So when we complete the square, we want to find a number that I can add to the x values that makes this into something that can factor into a perfect square binomial. The way we find that is you take half of your b term, half of your the term with x, so it's 4, negative 4. Take half of that, you'll get negative 2, and then square it. Negative 2 squared is 4. Alright, if I did that on the left side, I got to remember to add it on the right side. Right. And with the y squared plus 2y, half of 2 is 1, and 1 squared is just 1. So I'm going to add that on the other side. And now I can rewrite these two numbers that multiply to give me 4, that add up to negative 4, is going to be x minus 2 times x minus 2, which is just x minus 2 squared, plus two numbers that multiply to give me 1 that add up to a 2. It's going to be y plus 1 times y plus 1, or y plus 1 squared, is equal to 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Alright, and now you could actually see that this is the same exact equation as the one on the left. You'd graph it just the same. The center is at 2, negative 1, and the radius is 3. Alright, let's take a look at two more problems. For this, we could actually write x squared as x plus 0 squared. So I know my center is at 0, positive 2, and the radius is 5. So if I were to graph this, just plot 0, 2, go up 5, to the right 5, down 5, and to the left 5, and draw a circle through those points. Alright, and there's your circle. For the next one, we're going to have to once again group our x terms together and our y terms together. So do that first. Alright, so what I've done is I've rewritten this so I have my 2x squared minus my 12x, plus I move this negative 2y squared over to the left side by adding it, so I have positive 2y squared plus 16y equals negative 18. Now when you're graphing this, you know it's going to be a circle because both your x terms, you have an x squared and a y squared, and also the leading coefficients are the same. Alright, but in order for us to complete the square, our leading coefficients must be a 1. So what we're going to have to do is divide this whole side by 2, and to maintain the balance, we're going to divide the right side by 2 as well, and rewrite. Alright, so in this step here, I divided everything by 2. I got an x minus a, this should be a 6x, x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 8y equals negative 9. And now we're going to complete the square for the left side, and also, for the x's and also for the y values. And then you'll be able to see what the center and the radius is. Alright, so half of negative 6 is 3, negative 3 squared is 9, and half of 8 is 4, 4 squared is 16. Don't forget to add these to the other side as well. Alright, and now we can rewrite this as x minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 16. So the center is at 3, -4, and the radius is just the square root of 16, which is 4. And you could graph that.